What's going on, TCG Sports? We're back and better than ever. Big stuff going on. We just had SummerSlam last night. As always, I'm joined by my buddy Troy, buddy Gage over there, and all the crew behind the camera. Troy, I heard you actually went to SummerSlam last night.
So, I mean, okay, so let's talk for a second. Like, I'm going to steal this right here for a second. What is up, TCG Sports? Oh my God, I'm exhausted. I'm still tired. I don't know how to feel. I think I'm still adrenaline right now. I mean, after what I had watched last night, after what I had seen, you know, as close as I was to some of these big name superstars, holy fuck, like, what do you say at this point? And I know I didn't get home last night until almost 3 a.m. in the morning. And I came home, I watched a little bit of TV, and I started falling asleep, and that was it. And then next thing I know, I'm awake. And I'm still adrenaline's still flowing in my system right now. So let's talk for a minute. Let's go. All right, let's start off with match number 1 last night at SummerSlam. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley for the title.
Oh man!
Everybody's thoughts was what? Rhea was going to win this match.
I said Liv.
You said Liv. You had who? Rhea. You had Rhea.
I said
You
Liv,
thought
and
Liv.
Dom was gonna freaking.
Jess and I, we were hoping for Rhea, but I knew Liv Morgan was going to retain this title last night, and boy, did she ever.
Yep.
And one of the greatest heel turns I have seen in a long, long time happened at the very first match of the night. Dom turned heel on Rhea Ripley and kissed Liv Morgan in front of 57,000 fans. Boy, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm just letting it be known. I predicted this about a month ago. I knew that was going to happen.
Well, we knew who got custody.
Yeah, custody of Dominic Mysterio goes to Liv Morgan. And I don't even know what to say at this point because, honest to God, the match was amazing. It was a phenomenal match. But we're going to talk real quick on the injury to Rhea Ripley right now. That was a nasty shoulder injury. Was Rhea 100% during this match?
No, absolutely not.
I feel like she shouldn't have even been involved in this. Yeah, I don't think she was. I felt like she wasn't even medically cleared to come back at all.
On the report I found, she was cleared, but they told her if she hits it wrong, it's likely to re-dislocate. And if it does it too bad, she will have to go in for surgery.
Well, last night's match showed a lot of resilience from Liv Morgan and both from Rhea Ripley as well.
Yeah, oh yeah. Freaking Rhea slamming her shoulder into the announcer's desk.
With that, I want to talk about how Rhea put her shoulder back in place not once, but twice through that whole entire match.
Once off the announcer's table, once off the ring ropes,
Yep.
The turnbuckle.
and still hit Riptide, twice?
3 times.
Almost.
One was on to the turnbuckle at the very beginning.
So that shows a lot of resilience coming from Rhea Ripley right there. Just to be able to fight through the injury, be able to still take down Liv Morgan, and then Liv and Dom, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this is weird.
I mean, I seen it coming.
This is weird because anybody else here honestly believed because of that match, the result from the other match had happened as well?
No, I seen Finn turning from a mile away.
Oh, I already knew that was about to happen. Look at
Well, I'm not talking about the Finn Balor heel turn on this one. I'm talking, could that have been the emotion that caused Damian Priest his match against Gunther? Because Damian was very, very confident going into this match. I mean, you're going against Gunther, one of the hardest slappers in the.
Well, if he didn't go and friggin' grab Finn against the throat, he might have won that match.
Well, none of us in here could say we wouldn't have done the same fucking
Yeah, I'm
thing.
pretty sure all of us would have done the same exact
He pulled a CM Punk.
situation.
That's exactly what he did.
Yeah. So overall, Liv and Rhea, I would say that match was an absolute 5-star plus 10. Plus 10 stars right there, including the heel turn. Because my wife gave me an interesting thought last night on the way home. What if Liv Morgan changes Dom? Changes him to go back to his dad?
I
Well,
can't see that happening.
Carlito had released a photo of the Judgment Day locker room, and sitting on the mantle was Liv Morgan's championship.
Yeah.
So, in theory,
Dominic has also gone and released a statement saying he has been planning this for months.
So in theory, new Judgment Day without without Damian and Rhea.
And Finn.
No, Finn's gonna be with Liv and Dom.
Yeah.
His jacket was in the locker room with Liv's title.
At this point, I still see it being like this whole Bloodline 2.0. WWE's just being a dead horse at this point. Just get rid of Judgment Day.
I think Monday night, I think Judgment Day is going to implode. I had spoke to Caden about this already. I think Monday night, we will see the end of Judgment Day
Oh, it already
once and
did.
for all.
Do you see a mixed tag match on Monday?
I
Not
mean,
with Rhea's injury.
who knows? Rhea.
I mean, I figure Rhea will be out for a few.
If
Well-
it's just a dislocation, they'll just pop it back in and tape it up.
If Rhea is able to get to like a hospital, get it checked out, make sure it's okay, and she's able to come back for Monday night and actually have a match, I could see it Damian and Rhea versus Dom and Liv, or Finn, Liv Morgan versus Rhea and Damian. But I would like to see Damian and Rhea versus Dom and Liv Morgan once and for all. Let's settle the feud. Let them fight it out. No holds barred. No referee in the ring. Just let them go. No referee at all. Unsanctioned. Absolutely unsanctioned match. Just let it go. Let them have at it. So, overall thoughts on the Liv and Rhea being there last night? Fucking awesome. Fucking amazing. Both of them. Seeing them, when you see somebody like that on camera, they're bigger. When you see them in real life, itty bitty witty.
So I gotta ask, because you've made the statement before, does Dominic Mysterio still look like a cancer patient?
Yes. He absolutely looks like a leukemia patient. On camera, he looks huge. In person,
He literally looks like he has leukemia.
yeah. So, overall thoughts, Liv, Rhea?
I say 4.5 out of 5 stars.
I gotta give it a 5-star. That was just
I gave it a
amazing.
3.5.
Okay.
Mainly, the heel turn was the best part of it, but like you said, Rhea wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
The little stint of Liv running around the ring, okay, that's fucking child's play. Be a woman and fight the bitch.
Yeah. That was actually kind of funny. It had me laughing a little bit during the beginning of that match.
Oh, that was
It,
funny.
it had everyone laughing at the beginning, but after so long, it just got really.
Nah, I
old
just
with
felt
going
funny
in and
because
out.
she was just gonna
I
aggravate
think they
Rhea.
could have did the match to a higher quality if they would have waited and let Rhea be at 100.
Yeah. I think it would have been interesting. I think overall, my opinion on that match, 4.5 stars. Absolutely, way to go. See Triple H on that match. It was amazing. So that was match number 1. Match number 2, I believe, was Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about something real quick. The legends that were inside of the Cleveland Browns Stadium last night. We had the Steiner brothers,
Yep.
Scott and Rick Steiner. You had Diamond Dallas Page.
Xbox.
You had X-Pac there.
And Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson was there. You had Triple H. Stephanie McMahon was sitting on the floor
Yep.
in the ring.
Which that shocked me, because normally she doesn't leave the press box.
Yeah. So she was mingling with us commoners at this point. I would say commoners at this point. So who had Braun Breaker winning this match last night? I know I did. I called 6 out of the 7 matches last night, clean down the middle, before I even watched them. I was calling them while I was standing outside of the stadium, waiting to get my fat ass in there.
I'm pretty sure everyone here wanted Sammy to win.
Yes, I wanted Sami Zayn to win that match. But we all knew, clear as day, Braun Breaker was going to take that match. Clear as day.
It's a good thing Braun Breaker did, because I found a statement that someone leaked from WWE because of Braun Breaker having so many fines and hurting so many people. He was told, Adam Pearce got told by Triple H he had the right to fire him whenever, as long as he did not win the SummerSlam match.
Yeah.
So he solidified his job security by winning.
Well,
For now.
for now, Braun Breaker's got to hold his attitude, got to hold his anger a little bit better than what he is. But overall, awesome match. Sami Zayn is one of the most resilient wrestlers I have ever seen. One of the most resilient wrestlers I have ever watched. He never, ever gives up at all. Never. Like, holy fuck. Like, that, we all knew Braun Breaker was going to win that match. But Sami Zayn put up a fight.
Oh, he's a fighter, and like I tell everyone, I feel bad for Sammy. Every time he gets a belt, he works his ass off for that belt. He works his ass off day defending that belt, just to get taken away within a couple months.
Yeah.
Look at the tag team championships. They got taken away after like 3 or 4 months of holding them.
Yeah.
And 3 or 4 months later, after he got the IC title from Gunther,
And he loses it
loses to the Braun Breaker.
at SummerSlam. So overall, thoughts on that? Like,
I mean, that match was not bad. I mean, it could have. I don't know. I'll give it 3.5.
3.5. Like, should Sammy have won that match?
He should have.
No.
Honestly, I mean, Sammy is a definition of a workhorse champion. So, just saying.
I think you're right. Sammy reminds me of Seth Rollins as a workhorse champion.
Exactly.
I really do. I think he reminds me of a workhorse champion in Seth Rollins. And Braun Breaker, he's not a guy I would want to meet in the middle of a ring.
Oh no. That
Yeah.
is a monster.
Because the reason I say Sammy shouldn't have won is because think about it. If he would have beat Braun Breaker, okay, you have no other storylines going with Sammy right now. Braun Breaker, you got the storyline of him injuring everyone he comes up to.
Well,
From a creative standpoint, which way would you rather go? The way with no storyline, to where that title's going to be at, or would you rather go with your storyline where you could continue?
I mean, I would have left it without the storyline and have a storyline come in from, like, the Wyatt Six, thing. Bo Dallas getting a shot, Wyatt
You gotta
Six
wait for
tormenting
the
Sami
Chad
Zayn.
Gable line.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to take long. Or, Ilya Dragunov.
He's out injured.
I know, but I'm just saying, that could have been a thing.
This is my opinion. I don't think Sammy should have won it because, okay, yeah, Braun Breaker's been going around injuring people. People still love to see him in the ring. He's not a bad wrestler. He walks up those ropes like they're nothing. As you can see when you were there live, you see him walk up and do the Frankensteiner like it was nothing.
Yeah, like, that was
Well,
weird.
he's definitely not as hated as one other person that had a match last night.
But
Oh, we're going to talk.
I think
Oh, yeah.
I think it was good that he lost it because now you can set up a storyline of him doing a workhorse towards Cody's belt.
You good?
Or even Gunther's belt now.
So, last night, new Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker. Congratulations to Braun Breaker on the title win last night.
First Steiner with a singles title.
That would be, that is huge for Braun Breaker. I want to see where his career goes from here on out now. I think it'll be absolutely phenomenal. So new Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker. Congratulations, bud.
Sammy deserves a better title than the IC title.
Yes, congratulations also to Liv Morgan on her retaining her title as well.
Hey, she retained her boyfriend too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dom only did it for the chicken nuggies.
You
That
mean
was it.
you mean the on-screen boyfriend.
My wife's in there shaking her head yes right now.
He did it for the chicken. He did it for the chicken nutties and chicken tendies.
And the
And
PS5.
And the PS5, so you can't get mad about it. So, Sony, if you're seeing this, hi. Anyways, so Braun Breaker, new champion, Liv retained.
Yep.
Well, let's go on to the next. Last night, 57,000 fans in Cleveland, Ohio last night descended on a match, one of the most hated men alive right now.
Even in his backyard.
Even in his own hometown, L.A. Knight, yeah, versus Logan Paul.
Ooh.
Look, Logan Paul was introduced first in this match, okay? Logan Paul was introduced first into this match, and 57,000 fans booed his ass right out of that fucking stadium last night.
It also didn't help he introduced MGK. And
I gotta point out, I'm kind of disappointed because MGK interacted with the fans more than Logan Paul did. You're the champion and it's your backyard, dude. You're supposed to be interacting.
Yeah, well,
It is in his backyard.
well,
It's on the outskirts.
well, in all honesty, I don't really care what Logan Paul did. He came into Cleveland, Ohio last night, and honest to God, I don't think he had a chance in absolute hell.
Not
He-
against the megastar.
You know, L.A. Knight had been in his head for weeks now. You know, breaking into his mansion,
Stealing the prime truck.
stealing the prime truck,
The
different
face and
things like
banner.
this. L.A. Knight was in Logan Paul's head for several weeks now. So, and our video camera guy back here, Caden, you know, he made a good point. Logan Paul is one of the best heel turns in WWE right now. He's one of the most, if not one of the most athletic people in the ring. And it is unbelievable to watch him fly through the ropes, do this, do that.
Like a
Yeah,
lot of
when he
people.
shows up.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people hate on him. Okay, you hate on the person. You can't hate on his in-ring skills. He's
No.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. One of the most phenomenal wrestlers I've seen in quite a long time. So, last night, that match was absolutely 5 out of 5 stars for me. Absolutely amazing match.
I say 4.
I am not going to lie to you. I was a little schoolgirl at the end of that fucking match. I really was a little
Oh, we
schoolgirl.
already called it all.
I know.
The brass knucks were going to come into play.
Yeah, MGK. I used to be a big MGK fan. I used to love watching Machine Gun Kelly music videos, things like that.
Especially when he first started.
He had no business being out there.
No.
Obviously
None.
didn't learn from Kevin Owens powerbombing him.
Obviously. So,
I expected it to happen again. I thought LA Knight was going to do it to him through the announce table this time.
I mean, look, that match was absolutely phenomenal. LA Knight, Logan Paul, 57,000 fans yelling, yeah, every bit of every step of the way. And I'd honest to God, yeah, Logan Paul may have had a chance to retain that title, but LA Knight wanted it more.
Absolutely.
LA Knight wanted that title more than anybody.
And he's deserved it more.
Yes.
He deserves that title way more than Logan Paul.
So, new United States champion, L.A. Knight. Yeah! L.A. Knight is a new United States champion, and boy, was Logan Paul booed out of Cleveland Browns Stadium last night. Wow, wow, wow. Before I continue on, Jelly Roll had a nice intro in that game before the SummerSlam event started. Jelly Roll, amazing voice, amazing singer. America the Beautiful, and then he sang one of his newest songs live inside of Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Since we're on the Jelly Roll topic,
Uh,
how about the ending of the show?
you're talking about with
The Miz and R-Truth where they announced everything.
yeah, the Miz and R-Truth. That was I saw The Miz and R-Truth before I got into the stadium, and R-Truth has got to be one of the best hype men I have ever seen.
Oh yeah.
One of the best hype men I could have ever seen, ever watched. That was awesome. And then watching Jelly Roll hit Grayson Waller and Austin Theory with the chair.
And
That was fucking
chokeslammed Austin
awesome.
Theory.
That was fucking awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. That was absolutely one of the greatest things I watched. It was one of the greatest things I actually saw. So that was really cool.
I think Jelly Roll has a career, for future career in WWE.
See, I didn't really hate the promo, like that whole segment. I just find it still, they should, instead of Jelly Roll, I know he was the big one that was at ABC, performed and everything. So it made sense to have him be in the ring and do something like that.
Yeah.
But I also would love to see someone from Cleveland, like MGK or someone, get involved instead of someone that's not from Cleveland.
You know, I mean, that would have been nice. It would have been interesting to see like a Cleveland Browns player show up, like Joe Thomas, you know, Nick Chubb, or somebody like that knows that stadium and knows the fans that are in there. I saw so many LeBron James jerseys last night. It was unreal.
Oh yeah. I
I
forgot
mean,
about
in
that.
my opinion, yes, The Miz is from Cleveland, but they should have had Jelly Roll since he was performing Diva Host.
Yeah, but you know, as well, all as well as that ends well with that. Jelly Roll got his 2 minutes of fame against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. The Miz and R-Truth, absolutely still a phenomenal tag team. I love them both to death. They're awesome. So last night it was an amazing match last night, you know, with so many different matches. So let's move on here again. Now, if I'm correct, the next match was, oh my God.
I knew it.
Oh my Lord. The next match, I believe, was Nia Jax and Bailey.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Nia Jax and Bailey. Now that was my bathroom break match at that point. That was definitely a bathroom break match. That was the most boring match I have ever seen.
I didn't care. Right when Nia won the Queen of the Ring, I didn't care for the match what was going to happen.
To be truthful and honest with you, I think Bailey should have still won that match.
There's a reason why she didn't.
She announced she's retiring in 2025.
So, you know, that had to be one of the most boring matches. And if I was going to give it anything, it'd be 3 out of 5 stars out of that match.
I wish Tiffany would have cashed in.
Yeah.
They had, they had so many opportunities for Tiffany to cash in. If you paid attention, she was sitting there staring at the belt the whole entire time.
Freaking Malibu Barbie.
So,
Smack her in the face with the briefcase. There you go.
one thing that I found interesting last night during that Nia Jax and Bailey match, where I was sitting at, there was a little girl sitting right in front of me, right there at the corner of the ramp. When Tiffany Stratton's music hit, I swear to God, that little girl's chair was going to break. Like, she was jumping up and down on this thing like crazy. And she went absolutely nuts for Tiffy time.
Ugh.
I swear to God, girl went absolutely nuts for Tiffy time.
Does Tiffany look as plastic in person as she does on TV?
She looks like she could be a Barbie doll. I swear to God.
Like I said, Malibu Barbie.
I don't like Tiffany Stratton myself,
God.
but she's gonna be the next role model after Bailey leaves.
Yes,
She's
she will be.
gonna the role model for little girls.
She will be. I mean, she already is. I mean, if you got a 5, 6, 4-year-old girl in the live crowd right now just going absolutely ballistic over all pink Malibu Barbie, I mean, that right there's a role model at this point. This little girl adores your ass.
I mean, I'll give Tiffany credit. I hate her gimmick, but she does have good in-ring skills.
Yes, really does.
Yeah,
Also, could Tiffany turn on Nia Jax for the title?
Yes.
eventually.
I think we're all hoping for it, but I don't think she's going to. I think she's going to hold off, and she's going to wait to a brand where both belts are defended again, and she's going to go after the Raw title.
So that means she's going to have to go after Liv Morgan right now.
You're going to have the 2 prissy princesses, the 2 blondes,
not even a prissy princess.
Who, Liv? Oh, yeah, she could be. If she's
She
done it.
could be, but
When
she's
she
not.
turns babyface, she is Prissy Princess.
Overall thoughts on the Nia Jax Bailey match?
2 stars.
2 stars?
Give it 2.5.
I give it half a star.
Half a star.
That match should have
Sounds
been-
like the movie The Longest Yard. You are a half a star. You're about as maniacal as a box full of kittens.
Number one,
Thoughts?
I don't think Nia should have ever been brought into the company.
Well, no,
Yeah, I mean, she's very dangerous. She's a very dangerous competitor.
Well, you only
honestly.
have one person to think on why she's even back, and that's
The Rock.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
literally the only reason she's back. When you've wrestled for almost 8 to 9 years and you've injured 13 superstars back to back, you do not need to be in the business.
So, new SmackDown Women's Champion, Nia Jax, the Queen of the Ring, and new SmackDown Women's Champion.
See, that's where they should have changed it. Bailey and Nia should have opened the pay-per-view. It was that
So
boring.
Nah, keep him in the mid card.
Drew McIntyre, CM Punk,
I
Special guest
honestly,
referee
Seth Rollins.
I honestly think that was the best match of the night.
I love that match.
In all honesty,
That
CM Punk screwed CM Punk.
exactly.
he's got something to
All
say.
right, Caden, spit it out.
The
This is all
way
Seth
it-
Rollins' fault.
It was all said.
Ooh.
Okay, CM Punk,
Okay.
making excuses.
Ooh.
Real quick.
Hold on. I want everybody to stop. I want to hear this for a second. Why was it all Seth Rollins' fault?
As Seth got in his head, did you not see him put on the bracelet?
Okay, like
He
Biggie
did it,
said,
so
he
it
put it
stepped
on
on.
so it wouldn't get stepped on and broke.
This is true. This is
And then
true.
he's friends with
If
CM
you
Punk.
look at most referees, they'll throw it out of the ring, but it was a monumental thing for CM Punk. It was a memorial thing for CM Punk for his wife.
And his dog.
So why not keep it safe? Let the referee put it on his hand, keep it safe, let it continue on. That's all it was. I mean, to me, from what I was seeing, that's all it was.
You seen Seth mouth to CM Punk. If it would have been Becky's bracelet that I have for her, I'd expected you to do the same thing.
This is true.
Now,
Well, here's the thing, though. CM Punk screwed himself because he let his emotions get the better of him, and he dropped the ball and opened for Drew
Can I
McIntyre.
just say I appreciate, CM Punk going around saying it was a screw job, wearing the colors of Bret Hart, because it was the same Cleveland Stadium as the
Montreal.
Montreal.
Shawn
was-
Michaels Bret Hart Montreal screw job, and he did the bad choice of wearing Bret Hart's colors, so that's on you, Punk.
Honest to God, that match was absolutely phenomenal. Seth Rollins let everything go. Like, you want to hit him with a chair? Hit him with a chair. You want to kick him in the nuts? Go for it. You want to.
him from underneath the ring? Go
He
for it.
stopped him from hitting him with the chair. If it was a screw job, he would have let him hit him with the chair.
Exactly.
So, that Seth Rollins turned his back on a lot of parts on that match.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
He
I
saw
loved
counting
it.
after they did to like 3, and he just
Yeah.
sat up on the ropes like,
Considering, I sat there and counted in my head, that count out would have got to 45 before they got back in the ring.
Yeah. So, Drew McIntyre ends up winning the match last night against CM Punk.
And take
Drew is now 3-1 at SummerSlam now. 3-1 at SummerSlam. That's a nice little record he's got going right there. 3-1 at SummerSlam. CM Punk looked a little rusty. I'm not going to lie. After not wrestling a singles match in
10
quite
and
a
a half years.
10 and a half years,
yep.
he looked a little
He had
rusty.
little matches, they just weren't with WWE.
They're talking about in WWE ring.
So, CM Punk looked a little rusty last night. Can we agree with that?
I'll give you that.
His cardio was not where it needed to be.
No, he was exhausted within the first 2 minutes.
Now,
You seen him mouth and he was exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
now I want to know everyone's opinion with this whole situation that happened with this. Do you see Drew versus Rollins versus Punk at Bad Blood?
He knows my take on it.
I could. Yeah. Me and you talked about it. Caden and I talked about it before you guys walked in through the door. I can either see it at Bad Blood or Bash in Berlin.
I'm saying it's going to be in October at Bad Blood.
It could very well be at Bad
Because
Blood.
of how volatile it is, they're going to do a triple threat, and I could see it being in a Hell in a Cell.
That would be a phenomenal. That'd be a phenomenal
I want
match.
3 stages of hell.
Ooh.
Bring back the three. No, Pajama Prison.
Get
The
out of here.
Punjabi prison.
Yep. Bring that back.
So.
Ollie's gonna make a return.
All
Imagine.
right.
They did when freaking was what Randy and Jinder in the last one.
So overall, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, and that crowd in Cleveland Browns Stadium erupted when CM Punk's music hit last night, and just hearing the cult of personality again was absolutely phenomenal. Just to see CM Punk again, short as fuck.
It's clobbering time.
This motherfucker is short
Yeah,
as
he's not very
fuck.
tall.
Like, I see him on camera and I'm like, oh, that's CM Punk. See him in person. That's CM Punk? What the fuck? Motherfucker, you are tiny.
Okay, what do you give it out of a rating?
4 out of 5 stars.
I'm giving that 5 star.
4.5.
4.5.
I'll give 4.5.
I think the storyline should have ended right there. It would have been a 5-star match. If, after the match, CM Punk would have kept the bracelet and it would have went on to the CM Punk versus Seth Rollins shit.
I would have been okay with that.
I'm tired of the Drew and CM Punk. It's worn out. It's been going since WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I see them why they're dragging it out because they want Rollins to get involved and they're going to have that triple threat. That's going to be the end of it.
So, overall, that match was awesome. I love seeing Seth Rollins as a special guest referee.
Especially if you just let anything go.
Yeah.
Is Seth Rollins' entrance as electric and loud as it seems on TV?
Oh, yeah.
It's probably loud.
Absolutely.
Everybody's singing.
I mean, when you are 57,000 fans deep, back to back, crotch to crotch, hip to hip, and that music hits, but burn it down. Fuck me. Yeah, everybody's singing it. There's no stopping at this point. And
It just goes on for 10 minutes.
yeah, it just goes up. I mean, there was people in the crowd last night that was making bets of over under Seth Rollins' 5-minute intro, over 10 minutes.
We did that over or under with spotting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was right.
Uh,
I was wrong.
but overall, that match was absolutely phenomenal. I would have loved to have seen CM Punk win that match. I really would. Get dust off that ring rust, and win his first singles match back. But now is not that time. He did not do it today. You have something to say? Down in front, asshole.
I would have preferred CM Punk to win, but as a screw job, I would have rather Seth Rollins screw Drew, and then it would continue on to Bash and Berlin.
See, we never seen that what Seth said to happen if they would touch him or anything. He never turf stomped anyone.
No, he never did.
Because he flat out said, I will stomp you if you touch me.
Yeah.
He never did.
He never touched anybody. I mean, he had gotten angry. He told CM Punk, we don't need you here. This is my ring, my WWE. I mean,
It's not always about you.
this
And
is
it's
true.
never about you, Seth Rollins.
So,
CM Punk looks good.
yeah, he did. He looked real good last
Hey,
night.
He hit the GTS twice.
Yeah. And then McIntyre got him with the Claymore, and that's where the match
The low
ended.
blow.
Does CM Punk
Love going to
continue his
Claymore.
tradition when he stars on a major pay-per-view going and getting another tattoo?
Probably.
I mean, at this point, I would have ran out of tattoo space. I'm already running out of tattoo space anyways. I mean, that man's got little tiny tattoos all over the fucking place on his fucking body. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Because on the kickoff show, they did bring up his tattoos.
So,
You'll see these. He'll probably post a picture when he gets it.
Probably.
overall, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, absolutely phenomenal match. Absolutely phenomenal. Loves watching Drew and CM Punk just destroy each other. It was awesome. All right.
Let's move on to the match that kind of surprised me.
This is the only match last night I did not call correctly at all. Not once.
I straight up called this one.
I called it. I told her before we walked to the stadium. I want Damian Priest to win this match, but I know Gunther is going to beat Damian Priest. but I don't know how. I can't tell you how it's going to end. So let's go. Damian Priest, Gunther, what is it? Raw Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, the World Heavyweight Championship.
So the World Heavyweight Championship. Overall, seeing Gunther's intro live in person, you know, you've seen it during a house show.
Is he as huge as he is on TV? Big
Yes.
freaking meaty man.
I mean, he walks like a military admiral. Like, he walks like a fucking military person.
Well, he's the King General for a reason.
I mean, he has that real big, heavy walk. I mean, it's kind of like when you watch him coming down the ramp, it's like you could feel like a T-Rex coming up from behind you.
Who stops him?
I don't know. I think Gunther's going to hold that title for a while.
Same
I
as
really
Zayn will beat
do.
him again.
I really do.
Call it right now.
But
It's gonna be Bo Dallas.
well, one
Uncle
thing.
Howdy's gonna stop it.
Here's the thing. I did not expect to see Gunther, of all people, bleed.
Yeah. So what was that? Was that from Monday night? That chest of his? Was that from Monday
Yes.
night? Okay, so that's where the bleeding started in his chest then.
Yeah, that's where he got busted open. It was Monday. Then
I saw something from Gunther last night that really kind of brought Psycho vibes to me almost, where he wiped his chest and he just rubbed it all over his face. I sat here and I thought to myself, stalker. Like psycho vibes.
Said, when he's in the ring, it's like he's at war. It's his war paint.
So, Damian Priest, I felt like Damian was very confident going into that match. I really do. I think Damian had a real good shot retaining that title, keeping it going.
I think he underestimated Gunther.
he did, I disagree because he had Gunther beat.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Ballard, Damien would still be champion.
Well,
No one
I
can say
think
that.
I think there was a botch somewhere in the middle of this, because when what was it, the Falcon Arrow, the Broken Arrow, the South of Heaven, or whatever it was, and then he rolled Gunther towards the rope. Like, if Finn Balor would not have interfered and put his leg up on the rope, Gunther, I felt like, would have stuck his leg up, and he's got the ring presence. He knows where he's at. Gunther would have stuck his leg up right there, and boom, rope
He
break.
wouldn't have been slammed that close to the rope if it wasn't meant.
Exactly.
Right.
See, how I see it is, say if Damien hooked the other lady, it would have never happened.
Yeah. So, what if, like, there seemed to be a little bit of a botch right there, because you're Damian Priest. You know where you're at. You have to have the ring presence of knowing, I just hit South of Heaven here. I'll just pin him here. He's in the middle of the fucking ring. Why roll him to the side of the ring? Because at this point, you're just setting everybody up to know, oh, hey, he's about to do this now. So this isn't a surprise for everybody. But in front of 57,000 fans that can't see what the fuck is going on, yeah, it was a big surprise.
Well, I knew it was going to happen.
So it was good. And new World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther.
The King General.
The ring general, Gunther, wins the World Heavyweight Championship. So we had two screw jobs yesterday. Liv Rhea,
Yep.
Priest, Gunther. What happens Monday night now?
Judgment Day's
Everything's going to
going to turn
explode.
to hell. Everything's breaking out.
Our back people here, our people in the back over here, are calling absolute hell Monday night.
Oh, absolutely.
So who goes after who Monday night?
As pissed as Rhea was, I don't see her holding her temper. It's going to be like it was when it was the Rhea and Becky situation where it was an all-out backstage brawl.
Damien's going to kill Dom.
Damien's right. It's going. Here's what I'm saying. It's starting out as Dominic, JD, Finn, and Liv's going to be in the ring. Rhea and Damien's running out, and Damien's taking out Dom and Finn. And
Where are you
Rhea.
putting Carlito then?
Carlito's with
Carlito's
JD.
going to book it right when he hears the music hit.
I don't think Carlito's going to have the guts to stand in that ring after how pissed Damien's going to
Is
be.
he siding with Finn or is he siding with Damien?
If he's smart, he sides with Damien.
I think he'll side with Finn, honestly.
I
I mean,
he'll side
Finn
with
brought him into the Judgment Day.
Because JD was brought in by Finn, and Carlito was actually brought in by Dom.
Yes.
Okay, well.
Yeah, Finn brought JD into because JD was
Yeah.
trained by Finn.
Well, I know that.
Um,
Do we see
Yeah,
them
JD's
following
done with the
Dom?
Judgment Day too.
I think.
yeah, JD's out.
He was like, never like that shirt.
Hey, they still have our truth.
I see, like I said, you're going to see Finn, Liv, and Dom in the middle of that ring starting Monday. Here comes Damien, Rhea. Rhea's taking out Liv, and
Do you
Damien's
call
gonna
any
handle
of
business,
those
Dom and
ones
Finn.
being injured? Other than Rhea, 'cause
Mhm.
we already know she's fighting that shoulder injury. Who's coming out with the injuries?
Finn.
Well,
I-
we all know that. Oh
Dom's
wait,
there
oh,
coming
out
out
of that
fucking
exchange.
injured.
Okay, never mind.
Do what?
Out of that exchange, never mind. I thought we were
I was
talking about
meaning out of
injuries.
SummerSlam.
Oh well, we all know Jacob Fatu is.
Well, we're going to get to that here in just an
I
absolute
mean,
second.
Gunther, Damien, all the ones we've talked about.
I don't.
Gunther
I
will
see,
be fine.
Like anyone said, like you said, only Rhea's going to be the only one.
I don't know. Logan Paul might have a broken eye socket because it's swelled up.
Yeah, I saw his eye last night. What in the hell hit him in the eye to cause that?
Who knows?
It
No.
was when LA Knight punched him after he hit him with the prime bottles when it swelled up.
Oh, wow.
So we're thinking he hit him right there where the cheekbone meets the eye socket, because that bone only takes 4 pounds of pressure to snap.
So, last night, new World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, Gunther. Congratulations to Gunther. Hope for a very long, lengthy run as World Heavyweight Champion, because I would like to see somebody try to take down the T-Rex right now.
And bring integrity back to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Real quick on this, with the Gunther being the world champion now. Do you see Ludwig coming back and going after him, or siding with?
Nah, it'll
Gunther?
be Giovanni.
I could see Ludwig Kaiser, siding with Gunther, kind of helping him out a little bit more. But I think at this point, I don't think Gunther needs anybody at all.
Nah, I think Sami Zayn might go for Gunther again.
Yeah, but
I don't want to see that match.
I
Again.
mean, he's done proved that he can beat Gunther. Why not? just
he
do
he
it?
has proven
I
he
mean,
could beat him, yes. But I want to see the reign of Gunther. I want to see if Gunther can defend this championship the way he is.
I don't want to see it.
Gunther
Again.
against Braun Strowman.
So Triple H did confirm last night at the press conference, Jacob Fatu and Logan Paul both have real injuries.
I don't want to see Gunther have another run as a champion. We've seen him way too long at the IC title.
Well, this is completely different. Now he is actually World Heavyweight Champion.
This is a different Gunther.
Unfortunately, think back to last year, not this past WrestleMania, the WrestleMania before when Gunther was the IC champion. What rumor did they say? And Gunther came out and said he wanted to be thrown by. Who's retiring at WrestleMania?
John Cena.
Gunther's dream match, title match against John Cena at WrestleMania.
Give him the 17,
Yeah.
Could be.
beat Ric Flair's, let him go out on top.
That's
Could
what they're
very
planning
well
on
be.
doing.
It could very well happen. So, as I've said, new World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Congratulations, Gunther. Very happy for you. Getting ready, going to be excited tomorrow night when I watch the Judgment Day absolutely implode itself. So, let's end it once and for all. The main event of the evening. The match was scheduled for one fall. Bloodline rules.
Cody is 2-0 in Bloodline rules, by the way.
When is he gonna stop putting himself in the match?
Hey, until he loses.
In my opinion, when Cody made the Bloodline Rules match, everyone knew what was going to happen. Everyone seen what was coming.
So, last night, Solo Sikoa and Bloodline 2.0 came up against, in their own match of Bloodline Rules, against the American Nightmare and undisputed heavyweight champion Cody Rhodes. So,
With a little help from some friends.
now I cannot tell you that the pop from the Cody Rhodes song was louder than what Puerto Rico's was.
Nothing beats Puerto Rico.
But I promise you, if somebody had a cell phone call that moment, you weren't hearing it.
And to correct you on that,
It's France.
France beat them by 7.5 megahertz.
Did they? Because I thought you said that they
No,
didn't,
you
and that's
said
why.
they did it. They were that close to it.
And then I reread. We went back and checked it.
Also, Michael Cole did buy the first 2,000 people there.
Yes.
All the okay.
So, let's talk for a minute. If you were Cody Rhodes last night, getting ready to go in this match, how confident were you? How confident were you that
I think he
you were
got
going to
more
overcome?
confident after he talked to Arn Anderson.
Well, he said in his interview that he was a little scared. Like he's like, as a babyface, I'm probably not supposed to say this, but he was scared.
I would say he was scared going into that match.
Going into it, yes, but after you talk to Arn Anderson and he tells you he's been visiting different locker rooms and he's been talking to some people and you still got some friends, I think that's where Cody's confidence came in.
You know, the match started off very interesting. And both of them, it was like a big heavyweight match at this point. Until the Tongaloa brothers showed up.
I will give So this credit. He does what a lot of people didn't do, especially Roman. He went into that match one-on-one, no one ringside.
Yeah, none.
No one ringside, it was a one-on-one match.
And when the Tongaloa brothers,
And Jacob fought too.
And Jacob Funk.
no, hold on.
He's talking about when the Tonga brothers.
When the
fought first.
Tonga brothers first came in, every 57,000 fans started chanting for Roman Reigns. Or, we all know it, Yeet.
You immediately heard Yeet before we went Roman.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I heard was Yeet.
Yeah, I was hearing Yeet. I was hearing We Want Roman. And then I heard people behind me yelling, We want Jimmy Uso. Or I had a guy making a bet with his wife behind me. $100 says that we're going to see here Paul Heyman. My name is, and that was where everything's going to go to hell at the handbasket at this point.
That would have just absolutely drove
Which-
Cleveland nuts.
On Jimmy Uso, Jay has released. Jimmy is healthy, and we will be seeing Jimmy back very soon.
Yep.
So the first entrance last night that separated 57,000 fans in Cleveland Brown Stadium was the KO. Kevin Owens. And he didn't stop coming when he came out of that rampway. He went start to finish in the
He was
ring.
on a mission.
Yeah, he was ready to go. He was a bull.
Booked it.
How big was the pop for Randy?
That was huge. You're getting a little ahead of me here. Stop.
Relax.
You're getting too far ahead of me right now. But when we came into that match, when Kevin Owens came into that match last night, there was no stopping them. They were wearing, the Tonga brothers were wearing red, and that was the one color a bull does not want to see. And Kevin Owens was the bull. He was charging. He was ready for it, too.
That's why he has the bull tattoo.
Fight, KO, fight.
Exactly. You know, Kevin Owens really stepped up for Cody Rhodes last night and really helped out against the Bloodline. And then you hear it. I hear voices in my head. That stadium went deafening at that point. I felt like I wish I would have been deaf at that moment.
Oh yeah.
I really do. And you hear the music, you hear the fans, and then all of a sudden you see Randy Orton doing his little, head bobbing thing, kind of like he's, excited. He's getting into that moment. There was no stopping either one of these
Real
guys.
quick, do you want to talk about the moment where you call him Randy Owen?
Nah, I don't really care. So sue me. I don't
Take
care. I think Orton had a really nice pop last night, but nothing was going to compare to what came next.
No, there was not.
Nothing. We all knew it. We all knew it was happening. We all did. When Randy and Kevin Owens took the Tonga brothers outside of the ring and backstage, we knew what was coming. We knew it. And once Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa had hit that mat and were resting for a minute,
Here comes the original Tribal Chief.
the OG Tribal Chief music hit. And at that exact moment, that was the first time I ever put the number one finger in the air.
Yeah, we seen you do it.
That was the exact moment I did that. That was the very first time I've ever supported that at all. Me and Jess both did. We weren't yelling at all much throughout the entire SummerSlam. But that moment when KO, Randy, and then Roman Reigns came out, that was the first time we started yelling.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you weren't yelling when your
Well,
favorite
besides LA
superstar?
Knight.
I was
Well,
about to
besides
say.
LA Knight, I was one of the giddiest little schoolgirls. Like,
Was that not the exact phrase that I used?
Like that was, I was absolute amazed to see LA Knight win the championship. I really absolutely was. But when Roman Reigns' music hit, Cleveland Browns Stadium was shook to the core. It was rocked to the core. Nothing was stopping it at all.
Right?
And he came out. Now, we all made predictions. We all thought that he was either going to go after Solo Sikoa or he was going to come after Cody Rhodes. Last night, the decision was made. He went after Solo Sikoa. Now, I understand bloodline is family. But if you're in the bloodline, you don't hire criminals. You don't bring criminals. But see, we brought Roman Reigns in early because Jacob Fatu had come in. And he got hurt. Like, severely.
Oh, yeah.
He took
Now, it is not a knee injury. It is not. I saw this clear as day not long ago before you guys came over
It's
here.
his ankle.
It was his ankle.
Yeah, he snapped it.
I heard it.
And, well, I'm glad you fucking heard it.
He didn't hear shit.
That was the first time I watched a wrestling event live in person without sound. All I heard every once in a while was a body hit the canvas. That was it. That was all I heard. Or every once in a while I heard stomps and I heard somebody get chest slapped. Something.
Those chest slaps in that freaking Gunther Priest match. Oh my god.
I mean, I felt like I was deaf throughout the entire SummerSlam
I
last night.
heard the music
You
too.
were
Yeah.
deaf to begin with.
Except for hearing the music, but
I can confirm, green shirt guy was there.
oh god.
Green shirt
Yeah.
guy.
To bring something up real quick, Roman wasn't the only one that appeared with Roman. Jimmy was backstage with him. So was Paul.
So was Zilla.
Mozilla was in Cleveland, but he did say all he's waiting for is Triple H to give him a phone call.
Yeah, he may have been there, but he didn't ride with Roman and Jimmy and Paul.
I had somebody behind me last night talking that a certain person was inside of Cleveland, Ohio last night.
A certain beast incarnate.
Yes. A beast incarnate was in Cleveland, Ohio last night and was waiting for Roman Reigns to call him, apparently, from what I was being told. This is quotes. This isn't me. This is what I was hearing from last night. That there was a certain beast incarnate last night waiting to help Roman Reigns last night if he needed help. Because after what Bloodline 2.0 had done to Paul Heyman was very, very shameful. Paul Heyman does not deserve something like that. He's loyal to the tribal chief, and that's where he will stay.
See, that's the problem. When they did that, they unleashed an unholy fury that's going to be coming from Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Did anybody else see Solo Sikoa's face after the whole match was over? How, like, looking like a big fat baby on the fucking floor?
Yeah, because he knows he screwed up.
So,
Because Solo's the one that said Roman's never coming back.
So now not only did you lose your big cousin, you lost your older brothers.
yeah. Because the Tonga brothers are done. Jacob Fatu's out for a while.
The Tonga brothers ain't gonna show their face for a
And
while.
Jay's already stated he's not doing any part of this bloodline bullshit no more.
So, it's his choice, but still undisputed world heavyweight champion
The American Nightmare.
Cody Rhodes. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes. Stop fighting the bloodline. Done.
You know,
Leave it alone.
hey, no,
Once
keep
we
doing
know
it,
the
Cody.
bloodline keeps
Because-
coming after him.
No, listen. Keep doing it, Cody. You're 2-0.
I don't know if you noticed when Roman was walking up the ramp, I don't know if you were able to see, but he did mouth to Cody he wants a rematch, and Cody did mouth back, you got it.
Cody pointed at the belt too.
And
Wow.
you're wrong. He is 2-1.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
2-1.
He
Yes,
lost
he is
to
2-1.
The tag team match
No.
does not count.
The 2-1 comes from the first time he came back at WrestleMania and went up against Roman Reigns and lost.
That wasn't a Bloodline Rules match.
It doesn't matter if it was a
It was still
bloodline. It
against
was
the
still against the
It
bloodline.
doesn't matter. It was not a Bloodline Rules match.
Huh?
He is
He's
2.
more than 2-1.
He is 2-0
Well, yeah.
in Bloodline Rules matches.
I'm not worried about bloodline rules matches. Against the bloodline, he's 2-1 right now. At least that's my thought on this. Until I can find out other matches that he was involved in with the bloodline, except for like WrestleMania this year, he had lost that first night, won the second night, so that'd be what, 2-2, right there, and that was a bloodline rules match. That was bloodline rules all the way for The Rock and Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
It
but the tag
was.
team doesn't really count for
Yes,
that.
it does.
Yes,
It does.
Well,
Not
You
according-
can't sit here and not
according
count
to
it.
Cody, did you not watch the interviews after the, like?
You cannot sit here and not count that. That was still bloodline
It
rules.
came straight from Cody's mouth.
It
Just
doesn't
say.
matter. It was bloodline rules. It was pretty much a no DQ,
Hey.
no count out.
It was still bloodline rules. You count it no matter what. So, overall opinion, you guys were asking me last night what my overall thoughts was last night. That was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely the most phenomenal thing I have ever seen in my life. I got to send a congratulations to my wife. She was able to bear the heat last night. And I was able to keep fluids in her system. We walked more than I think we've walked in quite a long time. She did an absolutely phenomenal job, and it was amazing. She did a great job last night, and I'm so super proud of her. I really am. I'm thankful to all my family, my friends that I got right now for being able to do something like this and being able to go see something like that was phenomenal. And being on the edge of Lake Erie last night was actually really cool. It was an amazing view last
I
night.
love that stadium. I love how where it sits.
It was an absolutely amazing view. Beautiful sights, beautiful sounds. And then you hear sirens all over the place. It was like, oh, well, there went the quietness. That was peaceful until then. The drive home was absolute bullshit. Absolutely
How long did it
bullshit.
take you to get out of the stadium?
Jess, how long did it take us to get out of the stadium to the car?
I mean, not that long.
Probably hit it to
Everybody,
20,
like, it wasn't a stop motion, but if you were walking with us, I really just wanted to yell, ew, damn, because we were all zombies.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like
How long
in
did
the
it take
cars
you to
getting
get
out of it.
Cleveland?
Not long.
To get out of Cleveland, not long at all. Maybe what, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, Cleveland has multiple ways you can go out and go in.
Well, see, so we came through Canton, Ohio Friday night. We came through Canton. So when we left Friday night after we saw everybody, we came out, turned left, and the first street you come up to out here, we took that all the way through. We went through Canton. We got into Cleveland at 10:45, 11 o'clock at night. And that was all back roads. Now, this time was all highway almost. We had maybe 30 minutes of back road, and that was it. The rest of it was absolute highway.
Yeah, it's not very hard to get out.
But I love my GPS, and I also hate it with an ultimate passion because my wife, she had to drive there, and she had to drive back. So very well done with her. But one thing I love watching my wife do is roundabouts.
The good old roundabouts.
You want to talk about it?
I love watching my wife do roundabouts. It's fucking hilarious watching her drive roundabouts.
You want to talk about your roundabouts?
We don't talk about Bruno.
I mean, because the first turn we made, it was a roundabout.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jess was like, well, I don't know where to go. I said, just keep going and hit that second turn right there. And she does it. And I love hearing my GPS, take the second exit on the roundabout.
Here you go again.
So that was pretty good. But when we were walking out of the stadium last night, everybody was just pushing. They were just trying to get everybody out of the stadium. And I watched people come out with SummerSlam chairs, and I thought to myself, if I had one, I would have to do it live on camera. I would have to whack somebody with this chair. I really would.
So how did you feel being right next to the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I wanted to go to it
I've been
yesterday.
There. It's good. It's amazing.
I wanted to go to it last night. We were going to try to because we got up, I think it was about 10:30 in the morning because we had to be out at 11. And we went to Dollar General to get some stuff. And I never got a chance to get my poster board. I completely fucking forgot.
Darn it.
I really fucking did. But we were going to stop, park, and we were going to go up to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We wanted to go and see it. We went and got massive plates of tacos.
You went to and he filled you up?
Yeah, and only 2 of these tacos. You know how if you go to Taco Bell,
Yeah.
you get those little tacos,
Yeah.
and there's not much shit in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Up there,
Up-
no, you get.
Up there in Cleveland, they have a restaurant called Agave and Rye, I think it is. And if you're in Cleveland, Ohio, and you're watching this today, you need to go and check them out. Agave and Rye. Tacos, I'm talking hard and soft shell tacos in one, filled to the top of the taco with everything. They had mac and cheese and Nashville hot chicken tacos. They had plain Jane tacos. I ordered 3. I ordered 2 of the Rooster tacos, which is the Nashville hot chicken and mac and cheese. And I ordered 1 of the plain Janes. You want to know how much of that I ate?
1.
2.
2.
A plain Jane and a rooster.
Yeah,
He told me.
I got full. And I eat a lot. I really fucking do. I eat more than anybody in here. I really fucking do.
Katie, you make that face. I want to see you have an eating contest with him then.
I will tell you
Hot dog
one
eating contest,
one
eat your
competition that I have done and I devoured it. There was a little mom and pop restaurant up in Indiana where I was originally from. They had a little cafe. If you could eat 6 of their 8-ounce steaks in less than an hour, your entire meal was free. I went in there and did it twice in one day.
You sound like John Cena with the pizzas.
Right. I mean, I could put back some food. I have no problem with it. But we're going to move on. Everybody's opinion regarding SummerSlam. What's your final thoughts?
I say 4.5 stars.
3.5.
3.5.
I would say 4.5 stars overall. Best PLE event I've seen in a while.
Thank you.
Except for WrestleMania. WrestleMania blew it out of the water this year. So, I appreciate you guys. Awesome. I fucking had a blast, absolute blast yesterday. I was dead fucking tired. I was expecting to see everybody up here when I got home. But I found out Jason was cranky as fuck last night. So,
Well, his tooth is finally popping through.
That and I was
Well,
tired and
I
had to
should
get
another
sleep
tooth
for church.
popping too.
So SummerSlam was phenomenal. I had an absolute blast. So let's move on for a second. Any news out of the NFL? right quick.
Tyreek Hill signed a 3-year extension for $90 million, $65 million guaranteed.
I think that's a little bit of a low ball for Tyreek Hill.
It is.
Absolute low ball for Tyreek. One of the best wide receivers in the league right now. Let's talk something real quick. Let's go back to Canton, Ohio for a second. Thursday night. Severe weather had hit Canton, Ohio. Tornado warnings were out in Canton. They canceled the Hall of Fame game in the third quarter.
Yep.
The Chicago Bears beat the Houston Texans after a cancellation.
If it wasn't a cancellation, Houston was probably going to come back and win it.
Okay.
We'll never know.
Let's talk something for a minute here during that game against Houston and Chicago. Let's talk the quarterbacks here for both teams. You had Case Keenum and you had Davis Mills as QB for Houston, and then you had Tyler Bagent, and who was the other guy for Chicago?
I watched the highlights.
Bagent was for Chicago.
Yes, I know Tyler Bagent was for Chicago, but there was another QB that was for Chicago.
I don't think Caleb Williams even.
No, I don't think Caleb Williams played last Thursday night at all. Okay, who was the other QB that was the backup QB for Chicago Thursday night? You had Tyler Bagent. Who was the other guy?
Uno Momento.
While he's looking that up, that game, I didn't get a chance. I completely forgot the game was going on Thursday night. So when I looked at my phone on ESPN, I was like, wait, the regular season in the NFL's already started? What the fuck? Where'd the Hall of Fame go? And I was like, oh, wait, this is the Hall of Fame game. So it was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. Did you get a chance to watch any of it?
I still hate the new kickoff rule.
So explain that one to me real quick. So I was hearing that both teams are going to be facing each other, and that neither one of them can move until the receiver or the returner catches the ball.
Or if it hits the landing zone.
Okay.
Another rule is you have to call if there's like if you're doing an onside kick.
If you're losing. Only if you're losing.
Is it only if you're losing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so how does that work?
No surprise onside kicks
So
anymore.
I have I think I have the quarterbacks.
All right, who was the quarterback for that game?
Davis Mills, Case Keenum, and Tim Boyle.
Tim Boyle. That was for Houston.
Yeah.
I need Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
I know Tyson Bagent for sure.
You know, was it Tyson or Tyler?
Brett Ripon.
Brett Rippon.
Rippon.
Okay.
Tyson
Bagent.
Badgett.
and Austin Reed.
Okay. So yeah, Brett Rippon was the quarterback I was talking. Yeah, if you want to, come on. So yeah, we're a little interested because that game Thursday night, I didn't get a chance to watch it. I really didn't. I completely forgot it was going on.
No, I did as well.
But welcome TCG Sports, my cameraman behind the scenes, Caden. Welcome, buddy. So Tyreek Hill, $95 million contract. I feel like that's a little bit of a low ball for one of the great wide receivers out there.
Let's hit on an awesome topic coming out of New England right now.
What we got?
Let's talk about this sixth round draft pick quarterback that is outperforming Drake May right now, who is possibly a super bust.
I think he's gonna be all right. I think they're gonna start. I can't remember his name.
Drake
The
May?
sixth round quarterback.
Oh fudge! I can't.
Well, let's take a look here for a second. If you have it, pull it up.
Yeah, I can pull it up. But I digress. I definitely think that he'll start for their
Joe Milton.
Joe Milton, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Came out of Tennessee. I think Drake May will start over Joe Milton.
I think he will.
I'm sorry. Look, Joe Milton is good. I'm not going to lie. He was amazing in Tennessee. He was. But here's the thing. I think Drake may have a better career than Joe Milton did.
Drake May ain't showing nothing in practice right now.
But that's practice.
That's practice.
So-
What if he gets into that actual game and he lights it up like
We'll see.
Bailey Zappi did.
We'll see in the preseason.
You know, what if Drake May actually shows up or shows out like the superstar that he's supposed to be?
Exactly.
I
Could
don't
this
think
be very
it'll
well?
happen, But
And I actually watched highlights of the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, Brett
Actually,
Rippon
that
didn't
did
do
not
too
look
bad
bad.
that game.
Not really bad. That line that Chicago has, their second string, is phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. Brett Rippon threw some good touchdown passes that game too. I think that's another quarterback that didn't really have a good career in the NFL was Brett Rippon.
Still one of the best things that happened out of Cleveland is coming back this year.
Who, Nick Chubb?
Yep.
Yeah,
He's
I
now-
heard.
Well, he's on the. I've read it more. He's on the active / what fucking Josh Taylor. Taylor was
Minute restriction.
no. He's not on minute restriction. It's like player. He's active, but it's like player like he's like holding out or something. I can't remember what they called it.
Injury restriction.
I can't
He's
remember.
act-
We'll
he's
get it.
No,
Actually active.
but like also you can not be injured and still be on the injury reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not on the injury reserve.
Um.
Something else. Player inactive or whatever.
Oh.
Player something.
I've heard some different fights have been going on throughout minicamp training series so far.
Russell Wilson, Justin Fields.
Russell Wilson, Justin Fields got into it. Michael Pittman got into it in Indianapolis.
You had another fight in the Steelers that happened. It was after a linebacker hit Justin Fields. It was when their offensive lineman came over and started swinging.
I saw one of the greatest catches from an Indianapolis Colts wide receiver that outduels Odell Beckham Jr.'s catch against Dallas. Donnie Mitchell from Texas. Oh yeah. I think he's going to be something worth to see this year, him and Xavier Worthy. So any other big news coming out of the NFL before I move on to something really big going on in the world right now?
oh well. Can't think. But I know that the Rams offensive line is freaking injury riddled right now.
Also, I didn't know Jimmy Garoppolo was on the Rams.
Yeah,
I didn't
I had
know
no
that.
idea.
he's our
either.
backup.
Also,
Also-
I just saw a post on that with
Yeah, the Raiders traded him up to.
Also, there's a rookie wide receiver that we drafted this year, I think, and he is showing really bright promise, and they're comparing him to Puka Nacua already. So he could possibly be our wide receiver number 3.
I'm so sick of the Puka Nacua dick.
You
riding.
can't freaking deny him. He was the best receiver in the NFL last year.
Wait, was
Okay,
it?
doesn't mean he's not gonna have that year every single year.
I was
Get
not
off
talking
of him.
Hey, shut up. I was
Get off his dick then.
Shut up and let me talk, damn
Seems
it.
like you're on Matthew Stafford.
This is my show, bitch.
No, the fuck it's not.
Yeah, it is. Now, the thing here is, I'm not talking about Puka Nacua. I'm just saying this rookie receiver is being compared to him because he's showing promise. For fuck's sake, let me finish a damn sentence on this fucking show.
I am not going to compare anybody, nor am I going to give. I'll give Puka Nacua his credit where credit is earned from what last year he did, but that's it. I think that's it for Puka Nacua. I think he showed up, showed out. I think people are going to start playing him a little bit differently this year. I don't think you're going to have. I mean, look, I want to see Puka Nacua up against like Jalen Ramsey and get some of these best corners in the NFL. I mean, he played against lazy coverage last year on multiple different teams. Indianapolis was one of them. I'm not going to lie. We only lost to the Rams last year because of the overtime. That was it. I'm not going to say anything else about it, but we only lost to LA last year because of the overtime.
Didn't you guys lose by a field goal?
No, Puka Nacua scored in the overtime touchdown, and that's what lost us. And we only lost, I think, total 3 points. But yes, it's the coverage that we had that game. Puka Nacua would not have caught that touchdown pass if we would have played that coverage a lot better. He never would have came close to anything in that catch radius if we would have played that coverage better.
I really want to see Puka Nacua actually go against coverages that are going to keep pressure on him.
Exactly. I mean, not to say that he won't be able to handle it.
He'll be able to. I have a feeling he will.
See, here's the problem. They focus on Puka Nacua. Cooper Kupp's going to go off. They focus on Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. This rookie's going to go off. Like, they got to pick their poison here.
This is true, but if coverages can plan for certain receivers, you also got linebackers out there that aren't just big and beefy, but are fast.
And our offense is looking stellar.
Who's your
right
guys'
now.
quarterback?
Matthew Stafford.
Stafford.
So, I love Matthew Stafford, but is he gonna like be able to handle like the defenses of like the 49ers?
I mean,
The Steelers?
listen. One, we don't play the Steelers because that's AFC. But the 49ers are in our conference, and I think we're going to go 1-1 against them this year.
Or even the
I-
Browns, honestly.
I say San Francisco
Honestly.
takes both games against LA.
They never take both.
I think they take both here, honestly.
Like, I mean, because you got a great team in LA, you really do, and so do the Chargers. I mean, Jim Harbaugh's out here fucking dragging offensive linemen across the fucking field with just his hips, and I'm out here putting cheeseburgers down. What the fuck?
I mean, look at Indianapolis' receiving core right now.
Our receiving core in Indianapolis is one of the top notch. Is not the top notch, but one of the top notch receiving cores in the NFL.
I'll give them top 5 for sure.
Because right now, if you were to match all of our receivers compared to one receiver in LA against Puka Nacua, our receivers outmatched him. Our receivers in Indianapolis outmatched Puka Nacua last year. And, I mean, that's just hands down.
Here's also the problem with the Rams. Not saying they're not good because they're good. They've
Oh,
proven
yeah.
they are.
They've proven they've been good.
Can Cooper Kupp stay healthy through the season?
So far, right now, he's showing that he's staying healthy. He hasn't been injured through training camp. He's going to be
Season
starting.
hasn't started yet.
Yeah, the
I
season. I'm talking about
know
through the
that.
season.
I think, with injuries, and this goes along, Cooper Kupp's been riddled with injuries. This also goes along with Nick Chubb. Teams are going to be watching film on your injury. They're going to be targeting those areas. I mean, you get some 300-pound lineman dropping something on top of you, boy, it's going to fucking hurt.
To be fair, what person on our team on the offense hasn't been hurt in the last few years? I mean, our tight end, Tyler Higbee, he gets hurt every fucking year.
This is true.
I think I just point out that if the Rams
Matt
stay
Stafford.
healthy, they have a good shot to go.
I mean, yeah, especially with the 1-2 punch we have in the backfield this year with
Yeah.
Kyron and Blake Corum
Just like if,
out of Michigan.
just
Yeah.
like if T-
Sorry, I had to throw the Michigan in there.
just like if Cleveland stays healthy, they have a good shot of going.
I think Blake Corum starts over Kyron Williams this
No.
year. I really do.
Nope. Kyron Williams is the clear-cut number 1 starter. Sean
You
McVay even said
notice
so.
I'm sitting here arguing with an LA Rams fan just like I would be with a New England Patriots fan.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't even in my conference. To me, you're irrelevant out of my conference.
So I have a question.
No offense,
So-
brother. What's up?
So this just came up on my
What
thing.
do we got here?
Oh, Jesus.
So the starting fives, which one of these two is winning? So we have Steph Curry, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Dirk Nowitzki. The bottom team is Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Tim Duncan.
I'd take the top.
I'm taking bottom.
I'm taking the top, man. You got a sharpshooter in Curry.
I don't see anyone
You got
going
Dwayne
beyond
Wade with
LeBron.
the assists. You got Kobe that is lethal.
Tim Duncan.
I don't see them being able to guard them.
Dirk's got a nice outside
You
shot.
got- you got
he
Dirk.
really does. So if he draws, like what if Dirk can draw Tim Duncan out of the paint, make him guard from the outside?
If he does that, the top team has a good chance.
And you got Kobe and KD and Steph Curry.
But Kobe,
all lethal
Kobe's
shooters.
Kobe is just Michael Jordan. Just
Yeah. I can't believe I just said that. Kobe Bryant is like a 2.0 Michael Jordan. He really is.
Well, where do you think he learned all this stuff from?
Yeah,
he
Michael
copied
Jordan
he
taught
copied
him.
all his moves.
Yeah,
I can't answer that question, bud. I really
I
can't.
think the bottom team first.
I will still say top.
I can't answer that question at all. Hey, it's
Can't
everybody's
convince me
opinion,
otherwise.
however you want to do it. I know the Indianapolis Colts are looking into a trade right now at Indianapolis. Possibility of Mark Andrews from Baltimore heading to Indianapolis.
Any news on the one you told me about with Devontae Adams?
No, I haven't heard anything lately about it, but I know since we picked up this receiver out of Baltimore, I think Zay Flowers, I think it is. Indianapolis picked up Zay Flowers, so if we got him, I don't think we're going to chance after Devontae Adams. And right now, like I said, our receiving core in Indianapolis is one of the top-notch receiving cores right now. We're not going to want to get rid of either one of them at this point. We got deep threats in Alec Pierce and Josh Downs, and now we have a deep threat with Adonai Mitchell. I mean, Michael Pittman had a nasty concussion last year against Pittsburgh.
That shit was completely uncalled for.
And
don't understand
but
that one.
Pittman still came back. He still performed out the season. And I am an Indianapolis fan, and I will tell you straight up, we felt like we got cheated in multiple games last year. One out of Cleveland, one against the Rams. There was a couple times during both games that I'm sitting here going, that's a penalty. That should have been a flag. Where the fuck was the holding on that? You know, different things. I mean, we all can say, hey, you guys got cheated out of the playoffs. You guys got fucking reamed when fucking Bill Belichick dated a 24-year-old model.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, the refs in the NFL are just as bad as the umpires in MLB.
You know, I swear to God, I think Angel Hernandez is a referee in the NFL. I really do.
Surprise me.
All right. Let's move on to the Olympics here for a second. We all know what's going on right now. Paris, France is the site for the 2024 Olympics this year.
I think you dropped something.
Yeah. Paris, France this year is the site for the 2024 Olympics this year. The U.S. men's basketball, men and women's U.S. soccer, and the USA medal count is unbelievable right now. But first, men's U.S. basketball. Holy shit. Congratulations to these guys. 2-0 so far in play right now. 3-0.
They just beat Puerto Rico.
They blew out Puerto Rico. They beat South Sudan a couple days ago.
So who was that player on Team USA that is like 0 for 11 on jump shots right now? Is that Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum hasn't played.
No.
He hasn't barely played
There's
at all.
somebody-
He played against South Sudan.
I can't
and
remember
I think
who
he
it
dropped
is.
like. Are you thinking of Joel?
I can't remember who it
Wrong
was,
one.
but somebody is
Joel
like
actually did
absolutely
really good against
shitty.
Puerto Rico.
Did he?
I was watching. The
Oh, did he
highlights.
play against
He
Puerto
actually-
Rico?
I think it was 20.
Really?
I think he had.
Wow, he actually fucking stepped up and did something.
Anthony Edwards at 28.
Yeah, I saw Edwards. I could not believe I'm saying this, but holy fuck, LeBron James has showed up and showed out during the Olympics this year. Congratulations to
So KD.
LeBron. KD,
KD as well.
fucking Steph, Tyrese Halliburton dropping
Anthony
points.
Anthony
Davis,
Davis, yes.
fucking Tyrese Halliburton dropping
Yeah,
points.
AD.
Derek White putting out blocks in
Oh,
this
yeah.
game. Fucking Bam Adebayo throwing down the monster slams on people. Look, I say it straight up. LeBron James has been the king of this lineup so far.
Oh, yeah.
He has been
Those are
tearing
the
it
words
the fuck up.
I've never wanted to hear you come out of your mouth.
Hey, I'm just saying this. This is his farewell tour, so of course it's gonna be the LeBron James show.
I think, LeBron James, honest to God, he has showed out like the superstar that he is. He really has. I mean, you got so many superstars on that team. Tyrese Halliburton, Steph Curry. Steph Curry. It's not Seth Curry.
That's his brother.
Steph Curry, Jason Tatum, Derek White, Joel, AD. I mean, the list goes on. But LeBron has put it on his shoulder. I mean, what? How old is LeBron? Almost 40?
Almost 40.
Almost 40 years old, and he's dunking on young boys like it's just like he was back in his 20s again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's phenomenal. It really
It's
is.
so much
Imagine
fun to
him
watch.
dunking on Victor Wembanyama.
That would be
Oh,
great.
it'll happen.
I see
It'll
it-
happen.
I see it happening in tournaments.
I see LeBron hitting the stairway to heaven and dunking on Victor Wembanyama.
The only teams I see beating the USA is Germany, France, and Canada.
Okay.
Not even then.
I don't know. I think they're going to be close games,
Oh yeah.
but I think the U.S. is going to prevail one way or the other
I'm not
somehow.
saying that they will beat them. I'm saying that they have a chance.
A
Yes.
slim chance, but a chance.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see.
Oh,
It
yeah.
will. It will. The Team USA is undefeated right now. Even through the before the
The exhibitions.
exhibitions came in, they're undefeated, 7-0 straight up, or 8-0. Sorry, but let me say that's 8-0 straight up. Leading scorer so far, LeBron, Seth, and KD.
Steph.
Steph, shit. Quit making me say Seth.
I didn't make you say it. You said it yourself.
God damn.
Stop it.
Yeah. But yeah, men's U.S. basketball. Next game is what? Tuesday, Wednesday?
Believe so.
They have. Oh man, who's on that? Who's in
Hold on,
that
I got you.
pool? Is it France in the pool
I
with
think
them?
it's France. So I just want to point out, USA only needed 7 points to make the first seed in the
Yeah,
elimination rounds. They won by 20.
yeah.
So they basically clinched their spot.
They play Brazil.
Brazil.
August 6th at 3:30 p.m.
They just dominated it where nobody else did it.
I mean, it's just Jose Alvarado and friends in Puerto
Yeah,
Rico.
that's the quarterfinals.
Luka Doncic is in Slovenia, ain't he? I asked you this
Yeah,
before.
I think it's Slovenia.
Slovenia.
They got knocked out of the Olympics for basketball, didn't they?
Did they?
Like, didn't they get?
I think Greece
Vegas.
isn't worth a jack right now. I can tell you that right now. Fucking Jan, you can't. It's not the Giannis show in fucking Greece. I tell you what though, fucking stupid. But yes, men's U.S. basketball, Brazil, August 6th. I'm ready to see what more comes from this. All right, so August 6th we have Germany, Greece at 5 a.m. in the morning. Serbia and Australia at 5:30,
It's Serbia.
8:30.
That's
Serbia, that's where Nikola Jokic is at. Noon we have France, Canada, and at 3:30 Brazil, United States. So
What are our predictions for that?
winner, I say Serbia over Australia, France over Canada.
Nah, I say Canada over France.
Who's guarding Victor and Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, who's gonna be able to guard both of those two monsters in the paint?
Hey, you don't need to.
Dylan
Hey,
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
That's all you gotta
Start
do is
blowing on his dick.
all you gotta do is throw the claw.
And then for the first game, I've got Germany over Greece.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I got the U.S. over Brazil, hands down. But yeah, men's U.S. basketball, they're just tearing it up right now. It's a fucking show right now with U.S. men's basketball right now. I would love to see other players step up like Tyrese Halliburton. And then I was telling you the other day, one person that I've not seen show up at all so far is Jason Tatum at all. Like, he hasn't looked like the Jason Tatum that just won the championship.
He did do good against South Sudan, but that was the only game that I've seen from him.
Call right now, the final two that's starting to come down to is going to be U.S. and France.
Or Germany. Germany is a sleeper team because they won the FIBA gold medal.
Oh, did they?
They did.
Well, I mean, overall, where do you see Team USA basketball ending out in this Olympics,
I
bud?
don't,
Gold,
see, I don't
dude.
see anything
Gold.
else but gold.
Absolutely gold.
Anything else but gold, huh? I mean, I could see it. It'll be interesting to see.
That's the medal count.
All right, so right now, this is what we're looking at because the Olympics are overall countries right now. So the countries are fighting for the most medals. Which country is going to go home? And I'm going to tell you right now, it is no chance in hell anybody's catching the U.S. right now. The United States, so far, 19 gold medals, 26 silver, 26 bronze, for a total of 71 medals right now. 71
What's the
fucking
record for
medals.
that?
I don't know
Most
what the
medals?
record is for the U.S.
Like, it's got to be something close to that.
China is right behind them right now with 45. France at 44, and then to round up the top four, Australia at 31.
Hey, U.S. swimmer Bobby Finke sets record in 1500 meter freestyle, wins gold.
I saw that. He demolished that.
I mean, look, who can stop us right now? We got some of the most top-notch athletes in the U.S. Who's going to stop us? Really, who's going to stop us? I mean, right now, Team USA is just absolutely dominating right now. They really are. But let's talk for a second because, you know, we're wanting gold for U.S. men's basketball. Entering the Paris Summer Games, the United States has the most by far with 2,975 medals, according to the International Olympic Committee's research.
Is that of all time or in one Olympics?
That's all time.
Okay.
That's all time.
As of all Olympics, it just says the
Yes,
United
well,
States was 71. So
The nation with the most gold medals, a total of 1,171 ahead of the Paris Games, according to the Olympic Foundation, is the United States. Following is the Soviet Union with 473. So
the USA has the record.
yeah, the U.S. has the
We
record.
beat it this year.
We could. If we do it right, we fucking could. So, yeah, that's the U.S. right now so far in the Olympics. Men and women's U.S. soccer right now. First off, I don't know if anybody heard the little theory so far. Team Canada had some fucked up issues right now. With the drone
You were
issue.
telling me about that.
With the drone issue right now. I don't know what happened to the Canadian coach. But, yeah.
suspended.
Was he suspended for it?
Suspended for a year.
But, yeah, so that was funny. That's funny for me. There is also a very hot topic that I will not get into. I have already told everybody here that we will not be dealing with a very hot topic right now until the story unfolds. So do not ask questions. Do not ask us about it. If you see us out in person, we will not discuss it at all. Men and U.S. women's soccer. The men's soccer team is a very young team this year. But they are lighting it up. They are hungry. They are like ready. They are like dogs ready to eat right now. The women's U.S. soccer team is the exact same way, and they are putting up points like crazy.
Oh yeah.
The women, like the last time I watched the women's U.S. soccer team, they played, I think, Germany.
Yep.
And they beat Germany 4-1.
Yep.
Germany was an all-top team right there. And the women's soccer team beat Germany that day. They beat Australia. And the men's soccer team is just rolling along against other teams as well. So, if you're the U.S., where's the stopping point at now? I mean, you're not going to stop until the end of the Olympic Games.
There
Oh.
is no
Sky's the
stopping
limit.
Team USA. I
Yeah.
mean, we're breaking Olympic records. We're breaking world records. You know, we're breaking personal records. We're breaking, like, there's nothing we ain't doing right now.
So, all right. So, what do we have coming up? We got the NFL preseason starting here pretty soon. Next week is the preseason.
Yep.
For the NFL. First game for New England. Who do you guys have first game for the preseason this year? Who's your guys' first game for the preseason? I know for Indianapolis, it is Denver in Mile High Stadium.
Panthers.
Carolina versus New England, first game.
Look up Cleveland's first.
We got the Cowboys.
You have the Cowboys. Okay.
I don't need to worry about the
Let
main
me-
season.
Let me look up the
Preseason doesn't count.
clown schedule here. Packers.
I already had it.
Packers. Cleveland, Packers, Dallas, LA, Colts, Denver, New England, Carolina. So I have a question real quick. Last year we saw Bryce Young struggle last year. Does he pick it up this year?
I don't think so.
It's
No.
Carolina,
For
man.
one reason,
I
he
think
has
that
no weapons.
I think that franchise is chalked.
They ever since they got rid of Adam Thielen, it just
Ever since they got rid of
And DJ Moore.
McCaffrey,
and DJ Moore, they just went. No, they didn't need Gaffrey. They need receivers.
they've been going downhill since McCaffrey left in the first
Well,
place.
they've been
man.
trying to rebuild.
They were
Yeah.
trying to, and they still sucked.
Carolina's still.
They're like the
years
Indiana
away.
Pacers in the NBA. We're trying to rebuild.
Carolina's still years away from being fully rebuilt.
Oh, you're talking about the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
They're absolute dog water.
Oh, I say that. Oh, thank you. Somebody just brought it up because I was thinking on a topic. Do you guys remember not just the Bad Boy Pistons era,
The bad boy Pistons.
the Pistons era of the Malice in the Palace?
Yes.
The LeBron, the Ron Artest era, and all that.
Yes, I do.
You had Ben Wallace. You had Rasheed Wallace. There was a thing on Facebook the other day that I had seen, and I completely forgot about it. Would Ben Wallace thrive in today's NBA?
100%.
Really?
That is a man who's played physical defense his entire career.
Who?
Ben Wallace. Used to play for the Detroit Pistons. You know who he is?
Yeah.
Would he thrive in today's NBA?
He would put Joel Embiid on his ass.
I mean, I think so because today's league, nobody really plays defense.
Yeah, this is true.
The only person he would have issues with is because he's 6'9" would be Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Yeah.
But that's everyone.
Well, yeah. Well, everyone's gonna have issues with that one.
So, news coming out of WWE right now. Nick Aldis to be forced to strip major WWE Championship title following SummerSlam botch, and it's LA Knight.
Oh, please. They're not actually going to do that.
Logan
Nick Aldis.
Paul's foot was seen under the rope at the 3-count mark.
It doesn't matter. Referee's decision is final.
Nick Aldis is being forced to strip him.
That's bullshit.
Whatever.
Every other person that gets screwed out like that, the
I
referee
don't.
decision
I'm
is
not
final.
believing it until I
That's how
see
you know,
it. So.
I know what's going to happen if he is stripped.
So I wanted to ask you guys. I
It's
talked
gonna
to
be a
you
rumble,
about it.
And LA Knight's going to win that way.
So the bloodline. So Jacob Fatu's out. Are they gonna do the Freebird rule where Tamaloa and
Tonga and Tongaloa.
Yeah, are they gonna be the tag champs since Jacob Fatu is out, or are they just gonna vacate it?
They're going to vacate.
I think they're gonna do the Freebird rule
I think he's right.
They did the Freebird rule before.
with the New Day.
Yeah, with the new
No,
day.
they did it with the Bloodline too, because
That was before the match, and
well,
they went
still.
and talked to Nick Aldis about it, and Nick Aldis approved it.
so it's bound
But
to
then,
happen.
the Freebird rule is what the New Day did.
Because I'm pretty sure what's his face is still injured. That's why he has that eye patch.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling they're vacating their.
He's a
titles.
pirate, is what
Oh,
he,
yeah,
he's coming out with a new gimmick
they
of
just
a
look
pirate.
like a mafia. Like, yeah.
He's a pirate. He's pirate. He's the new Jack Sparrow.
So with him still being injured, I'm pretty sure they're vacating titles.
I don't think they're gonna vacate it.
Or they're
Because
going to
it's
let
just an
someone
eye.
take it.
No.
No, I don't think Solo's gonna take it.
I don't either.
I think he's gonna
Give
go
DIY their championships back.
No.
I tell you one match I would love to see, and I would love to see Solo Sikoa win the championship off this match. Braun Breaker versus Solo Sikoa for the Intercontinental Championship.
That would be interesting.
The only issue would be that they're both heels.
Yeah. It is, but wouldn't it be awesome
Oh, no,
awesome
it
to
would
see
be
two
awesome.
villains go at
It
it?
would be awesome.
And also the LA Knight thing, I'm not going to believe it till I see it, so I'm not even worried about it. LA Knight to me is still United States champion, and that's where it stops for me. So
Who posted that, by the way?
I'm telling you right now.
Sports Kita.
I'm telling you right now that if
And
that
Triple H has already commented on the botch.
if
saying
that
it is at Nick Aldis' discretion because the brass knuckles was involved.
So if
that is the dumbest
Nick
bullshit.
Aldis
I don't know how. I don't know if I
Nick Aldis
believe
can't
that
strip him.
because if
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
Wrestling
saying.
Observer or anything like
I'm
that,
telling
I
you
don't know if I
right
can
now, if
believe
this
it.
happens,
Yeah, but
Logan
Sports
Paul will lose absolutely
Sports Kita
all
has been very
credibility.
liable for a lot of stuff.
I know, but
Logan Paul cheated and hit him with the brass knuckles. Who gives a fuck if his foot was underneath the rope or not?
That's
At this point, you had already cheated. Go back and watch the tape. Brass
that's why
knuckles.
Triple H is leaving it up to Nick Aldis.
At this point, if you're Nick Aldis and you strip LA Knight of his championship, I'm done. I'm done with WWE. I don't want to hear any more about it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to watch it. I don't care. If Nick Aldis strips LA Knight of this title, I am done.
Nick Aldis better watch
Completely.
his back at that point.
Completely, absolutely done.
What I see happening is if he does decide to strip him, you're going to have a 20-man battle royale for it, and Knight's going to win that.
No, he's
No.
not, because it's going to go right back to the piece of shit Logan Paul.
Triple H said if he is stripped, they are continuing to the Bash at Berlin.
So you'll have another LA
so it'll be LA Knight versus Logan at Bash
for the belt.
Whatever. If he loses that title, I'm done. I completely quit. I don't want to hear WWE from you, anybody. None. Quit. Done. You laugh. I'm being serious.
Not even I
I'm
believe.
serious. I don't want to hear Joe Hendry. I don't want to hear Trick Williams. I don't want to hear Jey Uso. If LA Knight loses that title on that SmackDown, I am done. I quit. I'm
Wow.
done and period. I don't want to hear jack shit from nobody.
This is a shoot promo.
Because at this point right now, that is absolutely the most bullshit thing I could have ever heard in a lifetime. That match last night was clean and fair, except for Logan Paul using the brass knuckles on LA Knight.
Exactly.
That is it. I'm done. Clearly, that is the bullshit article right there. Until it is shown and proven, I'm done. I don't want to hear anything about it. Because LA Knight won that fair and square. He didn't cheat. He didn't do shit. He kept it by the fucking book. The only cheater on that match was Logan Paul and MGK. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I want somebody to tell me I'm fucking wrong. Comments, somebody out here, tell me I'm wrong that LA Knight did not fight that match clean and fair.
I'm telling you right now, like, LA Knight has worked his freaking ass off to get that fucking title. There is no way that they're going to discredit that. Because let me say this. Every other time that somebody has been screwed out of a title or anything, it has been referee's decision is final. Why are they going to change that all of a sudden? Because Logan Paul's a crybaby?
I mean, sorry, you got booed out of your own hometown at 57,000 fans in Cleveland Brown Stadium. Nobody fucking cares for you. Nobody gives a fuck about you. The only thing that gives a fuck about you is your company, and it's being sued right now.
Oh, there goes the Prime sponsorship.
So, fuck Prime. Prime, if you're seeing it, fuck you!
And we're back.
Prime, if you're listening to me right now,
Yeah,
fuck
commercial,
off.
commercial.
Go fuck yourself. LA Knight won that match fair and fucking square. Fuck you, Logan Paul. You're nothing but absolute fucking trash.
So, Gatorade, if you're watching this.
We're not having audio come through this.
Oh, well. Well, fuck.
Troy might have broken the microphone.
Probably. Oh, wait. How about now? Hello? Nothing? I turned the volume up. I didn't know if I helped. Shit. Okay.
Can I sit there for a second?
Technical difficulties.
This thing wouldn't have been avoided. It would have still been the same way if we waited. And it would have been a lot worse if it actually happened.
We could have moved the equipment out of the way first.
Cue the Van Ness elevator music.
There was no way we were going to move that equipment because he grabbed that fucking mic.
Well, this has been a very eventful podcast. Oh, shit. You can't say we didn't have enough energy today. That's for sure.
We got audio through it, but it's not playing through the headset.
As long as we have audio, it's
Well, that's a separate issue.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just a separate issue.
Well, Kaden fixed it. Thank you. That's why you're the tech
Oh,
guy.
God, here we go.
How you doing,
TCG
buddy?
Sports, take 2. Pooh.
I don't really care anymore. Honest to God, that match was one of the greatest matches at SummerSlam that I had ever seen. And I will apologize to all the fans out there of WWE, of Logan Paul, of LA Knight. But right now, all I can tell you right now is that Logan Paul decided he wanted to try and cheat to win that fucking match. LA Knight won that match fair and fucking square. So Prime can go take their bottles, follow this map, and they can figure out where to fucking shove it. Because LA Knight is the new and will always be the United States champion, and he won that match clean and fair. I do not fucking care what anybody has to say. Prime and Logan Paul can go fuck yourself.
Oh, there goes the camera. So Gatorade, if you're listening, we're looking for a sponsorship.
I'm waiting for it to tell
So
Dude wipes, anybody?
I am very heated, and at this moment in my time right now, I'm done. I'm done. I'm pissed off. I am absolutely outraged from this because I swear to Christ, on Monday night or on Friday Night SmackDown, if Nick Aldis strips LA Knight of that title because of that bullshit, I am done. I quit. I will absolutely stop watching the WWE once and for all. Period. I do not care. I will no longer put it in the podcast. If either one of you want to do it, let me walk out and you can run and do it in the podcast. I am not doing it anymore. I'm not. Done. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't even want to hear Joe Hendry won the NXT championship. Don't fucking care. This right here will be one of the biggest screw jobs in WWE.
So on a separate note, you went to a local wrestling event. What was it, last weekend?
Yeah.
Last weekend up in Bridgeport, Ohio.
Was it last weekend?
Yeah.
I heard that you possibly have an interview with that.
So, me and our cameraman, Caden Richardson, had went to the Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots event in Bridgeport, Ohio. And it was an awesome show. And it was, I met up with one of the female wrestlers who made her debut that night by the name of Kimberly Spirit. So, TCG, stay tuned for tomorrow. It will be me and Caden Richardson tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the live interview on Zoom with Miss Kimberly Spirit from the Pro Wrestling Cheap Shots. We are going to be talking about wrestling as a art, as a format, about her up and coming, what made her start to decide to do something like this. We're going to talk about the Pro Cheap Shots event as well with Miss Kimberly Spirit. But please stay tuned. All of our fans out there, I do want to say real quick, I am sorry for my actions right now, but I'm not going to apologize for anything I fucking said. It is my right as a person to say what I want to say, and that right there is one of the biggest screw jobs I ever hear about right now. So, anything else from anybody else?
Not that I know of. I mean, we got high school football coming up.
Yes.
We're going to be at the Belair and Buckeye local game. I will be at that.
And possibly got their schedule announced.
St. Clairsville
Yeah,
did?
I have it on my phone.
I got Buckeye schedule as well.
Jeff Blumenauer, Coach Rez from the Wheeling Miners got a new head coaching job, got a new job as well, high school football as well.
The Miners got a new offensive coordinator.
Yes, thank you. Wheeling Miners hired a new offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Sean Leota.
Yeah.
I talked to Jeff Blumenauer Friday about this guy. And this guy has averaged every single game 60-plus points a game.
Nice.
60-plus points a game.
I can't remember where he's from.
Have you heard anything about the Nailers event coming up?
Dustin Manns re-signed with the Wheeling Nailers. Congratulations, Dustin Manns. The event coming up, I have not, but I'm going to call Tyler on Monday and find out any information on that one.
Thank you for reminding me.
Our cameraman, Caden Richardson, informed me of something not long ago. He is going to try and set me up with commentator with the Wheeling Nailers, DJ. So, there's a lot going on. I will not apologize for my words or my actions right now, but I will apologize to the fans for what I had said, for anything that I had said that was inappropriate. But Prime and Logan Paul, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care anymore. I'm done. But this is TCG Sports. We're out. Goodbye. Have a good day. Fuck you.